rest of the arguments as well. We have a guest here, Said Bhai. Sorry, last time aap aaye the. So you
Uh,
were here, Said Bhai, last time.
yeah, yeah.
So we are probably gonna close the stream, Said Bhai. We are almost touching
Okay,
3 hour mark. So maybe
okay,
in
okay,
5-10 minutes we're gonna close the stream.
okay,
You're
okay.
welcome. How you doing? It's been a long time, right?
I'm doing great, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. We,
So
there is a, there is a hadith. It says, God was hidden diamond, and He wanted to reveal. So, yeah, God wanted to show that He created human being, so people could appreciate His creation. The beauty, the animals. So He created human being. There is no animal creature who could appreciate God creation. So he wanted to some people who can see his creation and observe the whole creation. So he created a human being to people who could creature could appreciate his creation. Yeah.
right. So
So
he's
this
he's
is
he,
hadith.
he wants to be praised basically. He has
Yeah,
desires basically,
he has
right?
desires. Yes, so according to you, he has desires
You could say anything you want, but that's
that
what he
needs to be
wanted to.
fulfilled.
And he has
That
ego
needs
as
to be
well.
fulfilled.
That means he has ego as well because
Was
his
he was
desire.
he Saeed? Was he bored? Was
Huh?
it because he
Yeah.
was? Do you know? Like, was he bored? Like, was he getting? Did he need a fan?
Was he boredom in
That's,
boredom that
yeah.
he was
Like, think
sitting
about it
there
this
and
way. Yeah, yeah. If you're somebody who is self-consumed and need people to worship you, so you make like a mad
No,
scientist, and you're bored.
he
1 minute, and you're bored and you're lazy and you're not lazy. Sorry, you're bored and you don't have anything to do. So you create people so that they can love you and give you affection. Is that what it's like? Was he getting bored?
you can interpret any way you want. There is nothing wrong with that. Uh, mm, the worship
There is something
part
wrong with
of the
that.
worship.
There is something wrong with that. No, there is
Huh?
something wrong with it. There is something wrong with that because it makes God vulnerable to imperfections. God is not supposed to have these ego battles. He's supposed to be self-sufficient on his own.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he
So
has
so
been creating things. Look,
no, no. So
look, he have created billions of creatures. Different
no,
variety of
that's your
creature.
assumption.
does
That's
this?
your assumption, right? First thing first, you see the kind of ideology you're espousing creates a whole lot of issues. You have problem of a self-sufficient being desiring things. Then you have a problem of egos that Madan just told that is he egotistical because if he creates a being, why would he want them to worship him? Because then his ego is coming in between, right?
So
He's thinking, and
yeah,
then
worship, Allah said in the Quran, worship it's a benefit of human being, not his benefit. The worship
You just said. You
keep
just said.
away.
No.
So
You
Sir,
you
just
just
said.
said it yourself.
let me
You
finish the
just said it
first.
yourself.
Let me finish the
I know.
first
I know.
part.
I know.
Let me finish the first thing. Then you can answer. The worship of God, like namaz, Allah said, it keep you away from doing evil thing. It's not for His benefit, but it's our benefit.
I know, Saeed. I know, Saeed. You forget that we know the Quran as well and the Hadiths and so on and so
Yeah, yeah,
forth. The thing
yeah,
is,
yes, I do.
the thing is, Saeed. The thing is, Saeed. Initially, you said God needed it because He needed something to look back and revere
to
and amaze
appreciate him,
His
to
creation.
appreciate him.
He need to
Yeah, yeah.
appreciate Him. This is why I said he's got a bit of an ego. Now you're saying, no, God didn't need us. We need Him. That's a contradiction in your own thoughts. You see, which one? Your initial point is saying God needed us. Now you're saying God doesn't need us.
No, if God need us, He won't die if He don't create us. Okay, he's not. Depend on us.
No, no, no. Death,
Okay.
death isn't the only criteria of need. Death is not the entire. I won't die if I don't have a coffee. I still might need it, right?
Yeah.
Similarly, He needed what you just said there in the beginning. You said God needed us so He can be appreciated. He needed appreciation. God needed appreciation. I'm not saying God will
Yes.
die and get appreciation. I'm saying God needed appreciation. That's an imperfection in God, and that contradicts self-sufficiency.
No,
Therefore,
how?
Allah can only exist if He's self-sufficient.
No, he had been doing that for before he created human being, but he wanted to create a intelligent creature who could observe, thing in the universe, who can observe, who can, uh, create a
Why did he
guesswork,
need to create anything at all?
A
because
Why
self-sufficient
did he
being
his
need
doesn't need.
to?
job to
Why
create things.
why
He's
did
a
he need to create?
creator.
Huh?
He's a creator, so he create things.
Why does he have to be creator?
So
No, no,
you
no.
want you want him to be non-existence.
No, do you understand what I'm saying, Saeed? If you're look, what does self-sufficient mean? Let me put it down to you. It's just simple mathematics. What does self-sufficient mean?
But he is not dependent on anybody else.
Not just that. What it doesn't need anything either. He doesn't need food. He doesn't
No,
want. He doesn't need to change. Doesn't need to change.
no, he doesn't need to change
Is
anything.
all of his desires accomplished? Because if there's one desire unaccomplished, yeah, then he's not self-sufficient. All of his desires has to be accomplished.
That's okay. That's your
Yeah.
interpretation,
Okay.
your understanding.
Yeah, no. So that is what self-sufficient means. So if you say now God had a desire to unfulfilled, right? So by definition, when you say
He's
God
not
need,
self-sufficient.
yeah, because God needed to create us to fulfill maybe His final desire, maybe I don't know, or one of the desires, then He wasn't self-sufficient. If God was self-sufficient, He didn't need to create us.
So, Said
So
bhai,
what?
just let me explain one simple thing. A simple thing.
Okay.
What's the meaning of creator? One who desires to
Who,
create. Is that true?
who
Is that
Mm.
definition right?
creator means who ability, who has control to create things.
Does he
That's what.
have to have a desire to create or not?
Not
We
really. I
I
wouldn't say
don't know
that.
anything about that,
No,
No.
but
but
creator
then
simply
see,
means
a
who can.
mind has to have a desire to create.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. I mean,
But
I see your point,
Yeah, yes,
Mahadan.
yes,
I
yes,
mean,
yeah.
I
God,
because
see
a
your
robot
point.
can be a creator, right? A robot can be a creator. He
he
doesn't have a desire per se.
he
Oh, yeah.
God love to create things, new things. He like to create new things, and he love whatever he create things. He love it. So you can say God
So,
have a
so,
desire
so,
to love it, desire to love.
Saeed, before God created us, He had an unfulfilled desire, and then when He fulfilled it, He loved it, right?
He loved it from beginning. He loved every creation,
No, no, no,
but
no. I mean,
he wanted to create a creature, human
no.
being
We're not talking about
who
loving the
can
creatures.
appreciate the thing he created.
Uh, Said
Saeed,
bhai, Mahadan, just can you guys hold on for a minute? Kali, which one of your two? I see two of your those things. So which one should I remove?
Uh, this the other one.
Okay, let's see. I'll
Kyle is
remove.
trying to like do the
Okay.
matrix on Saeed,
Can
I
you can
think.
you can you
Yeah,
hear us fine still?
yeah. Can you
All
still
right,
hear
Saeed,
me?
you're in a matrix. Okay,
Okay.
Said bhai, what we'll
Yes.
do is, let's see. What we'll do is, we'll probably run for another 3-4 minutes. You go back, listen to this whole stream, try to see a few points, but you and also think through all the logical possibilities of the arguments that you're giving. And Martin has said self-sufficiency is a huge problem in terms of creating humans and expecting them to worship you, basically, right? It's a huge problem. Basically, it's a contradiction, right? I mean, you just can't do away with that
yeah,
contradiction.
not just the expectation of worship, but the fact that He needed to create anything all in the first place for
Right,
His own
exactly,
appreciation,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Which means he was like a artist who was getting bored and he drew pictures so he can
right,
enjoy it, or something like that, or he was a mad scientist who lived on his own and then created human beings so that they can look at the scientist and go, "Wow, you created me so beautifully," and he can then feel acknowledgement. But that doesn't sound like a self-sufficient being. A self-sufficient being will be always eternally satisfied and sufficient in everything that he
without
doesn't.
creating, without
Yeah, he didn't
anything
need.
creating.
Without
Just
creating.
just sit down on the chair and bus enjoy.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
You
Yes,
cannot conceive
exactly,
it, but
exactly.
that is what a self-sufficient being would be doing. He would
yeah,
not need to create anything at all.
So
The
exactly.
first
why?
hadith, the first hadith that you mentioned, so I want to elaborate
Hmm.
on that as well. Hughes mentioned that God was a hidden treasure and he desired, I think that is a word that has been used, he desired to be seeked and to be appreciated and all that. So, what that clearly means is that after God created, what he wanted to improve his experience, right? His experience somehow improved because he desired it to happen, right? He desired to be appreciated, meaning he had an unfulfilled desire. And whenever you have an unfulfilled desire, and when it is fulfilled, there's a sort of an improvement in your experience. Do you think that there was an improvement in God's experience when he created humans and human beings appreciated him?
I think God do enjoy our appreciation. I think He do
Okay.
enjoy.
So
So
then
you
he's
think
not self-sufficient because he
he's not
changed his
self-sufficient?
position. He changed his position from being what he was than what he became, basically. Right?
Because God also has to be an unchanging being. You have to understand that as well. God cannot change. So if God's experience change, that is the essence of God. God's experience even cannot change. So you have to, make your conception of God very consistent in every way. The hadith that you just mentioned, that is very inconsistent with a self-sufficient and unchanging God. So you should look at you should sort of maybe revise your this and maybe categorize this hadith as one of those bad hadiths.
No, I think
What do
that's
you
a
mention?
I think that's a
Sahil bhai,
beautiful hadith.
Sahil
I
bhai,
think that is.
your trump card on you, by the way.
Yeah.
No, I think no, no. I think that's a beautiful hadith. Is explained why
Just
God
kidding, just kidding,
created
Sahil bhai,
things.
just kidding. Okay.
So yeah, yeah.
Or
So,
no, why don't you
but
do one
God
thing?
still can exist. Whatever you think he has a weakness,
See,
but he
Sahil
still
bhai,
exists.
this is one thing that I mean, everybody is does not feel good about. When you are being when somebody gives you a good reason against your best arguments, you just retract back and then just say, no, I have to believe in God. I mean, I just believe in God. That doesn't
No,
mean all your arguments keep getting debunked here, right?
but
And
this
then you
does
still
not
come and
prove.
say this really frustrates people,
Let's
and
see, let's,
that's
let's,
why they
let's
just
see what Said says. Let's see what Said
right.
says.
No, what you're saying, he's not self-sufficient.
Hmm.
Still, he can exist. In your definition
Yeah.
of he's not self-sufficient because he has desired to
Uh-huh.
know, he wanted to know, appreciate him. Uh,
He could,
even that
this a
he can
being,
exist.
a being could exist. Look, Said, I agree. A being could exist that wanted to create people for his own appreciation. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is, it's a contradiction to say that being is self-sufficient. If a being is not self-sufficient, yeah. So either God, either Allah, that the origin, the person who you believe wrote the Quran or spoke the Quran, I should say, or relayed it. Technically speaking, he didn't speak it.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
God of the Quran, the
yeah. God of
Allah
the
of the Quran.
Yeah, if he just retracts that he's actually he's actually a changing being, he's actually not a self-sufficient being, then fine. But he can't simultaneously at the same time say I'm self-sufficient, but I had these desires to fulfill. Can you see that? That's all we mean. So whatever this
Also,
being is,
also that he's perfect. Also that
yeah,
he's perfect and
yeah,
self-sufficient and all these, right?
yeah, it could still exist, but in a different way. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah,
He probably different way. I believe our understanding of God is not the same as he reality of God. Okay, because
mm.
we are not comprehend the God fully. Okay, our imagination, we are playing with our imagination. God may have flaw. God may have flaw. He
No.
may. One.
Okay.
He
Okay.
may make mistakes and correct it. So we think God cannot make mistake. This is our we are putting on God, but I believe
Can you hear Said? Okay.
yeah, yes, I can.
No,
Uh,
what?
uh,
Yeah,
No, no,
Said bhai, Saud bhai,
lot of
first
problems.
of all, congratulations, you are out of the fold of Islam. Okay,
Yeah.
let's not
so
talk about this.
I think no,
Let's
no,
not
no,
now talk
no, no.
about this.
I think no, no. I
Muslim,
think also
Muslim.
now Said. No, no. Sorry, Said. You also have to make another display picture now, which says good verses. Say yes to good verses and say no to bad verses in the Quran,
Exactly,
because now
exactly.
you
That's
have
what I was.
now what you're
No,
saying is not in line with Quran even. So
yes,
you know what you just said. No, no. Listen. What you just said, that God can have flaws. Maybe he can improve things. He can learn from his mistakes and all that kind of things. This does not align with what. No, no, no. If that is the kind of that, if that is the kind of God that you believe in, that then whatever is written in Quran, there are that is not exactly true, and then either he's lying or he has made mistakes in the Quran as well. I'm not
you
sure why
know,
would you follow
Exactly,
such a book.
exactly. Then
you know,
you shouldn't
people
believe
say,
in that book as well.
people say God is all knowing. Okay, but in the Quran, Allah what say, whatever He create things, everything He created, how He created, He written down those things. He does not keep within His mind. Okay, He He put
A
in
very good
somewhere.
point, Said. A very good
Just
point.
we just like we when we create something, what you do, we put in the data in the computer, right? How we created this formula or all those things, detail you put in the formula, because you cannot keep all those information within your brain. So what we do, we put in the computer. Allah says same thing. Everything, universe, how He created every single creature, how He created, He put it down in the Lohe Mahfuz. It's like a data collector. It's just a supercomputer you think. It's called Lohe Mahfuz. He put all those every single detail. He put that in the data in the Lohe Mahfuz. So God Himself does not remember things. All the thing He has, He created things. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so this
No,
is
no,
in the Quran.
So,
so
no,
this
no.
is this.
Sorry,
Said bhai,
sorry,
I think
sorry.
let's
Said,
wrap it up. Okay,
yeah, just
uh,
let
let's wrap it
no,
up.
no, no, let's just
Sorry,
wrap
go
it
ahead.
up. And
Go ahead.
no, no, what I'm saying is that, I think then I might believe that Quran is from such kind of a God, because I think the Quran was the first draft probably with a lot of mistakes, and then he still had to learn a lot. And then probably, later on, maybe there are some good versions that we haven't received yet. So maybe that is the case, right?
Evolution. I think God is improve
No,
our.
Said bhai, don't go to another point. No evolution
Okay,
in
okay.
between. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
so
Okay,
just want to, yeah.
yeah.
okay.
Go
Thank
ahead,
you,
carry on.
sir,
You
for
wanted to say.
taking me.
Okay.
No, Said
Thank
bhai,
you, Saeed.
I'm just gonna tell you one thing. I'm really happy for you that you live in India, right? And you don't. I'll suggest you don't go to any masjid and say all these things that you are saying here. Even
Yeah,
in
I
India, you'll
understand.
get in huge trouble. Even in India, you'll get in huge trouble. By the way,
Yes,
right?
yes, it's true. It's
And
true. I
I'm
agree.
thankful that you're not in Pakistan.
Even in my family, I get a threat.
So
So
yeah,
it's true. It's
seriously,
true.
seriously,
Take
Because
care of yourself.
yeah.
yeah, but I'm not afraid of anybody. I can tell truth any place, anywhere, any I
Yeah,
want. You know, I can.
you have made
No,
up a religion of your own. I think what it is, I don't know. It is
no, no. My
Saidism or something like
understanding
that.
of my own.
No,
Yes,
but
my.
you are. I think what's happening is, Said, with you, is you still are holding on to those straws that were inculcated in you since the childhood. You
No,
have,
no.
in your somehow your reasoning, you can get to some of the things, but still you are trying to clutch on to some of the childhood you know
No, I'm
what do you call,
old, 65
indoctrination
year
maybe.
old, but people believe in God. I mean, I'm different from, look, childhood, I have a different Islam, people say, I have the different, I grew up from those things, I don't believe what a Muslim believe about it. So I'm not the same thing following what I have been told.
All right. I think we'll close at it here. Martin, Kali, you want to ask anything
No,
to
no,
Said Bhai, or shall we close the stream?
no, it's fine.
All
No,
right.
no.
Shall we? All right. We'll close the stream then. Said Bhai, thank you very much for dropping by.
Uh,
Nice talking to you. What I'll suggest to you is go back and listen to the stream, listen to
okay.
our arguments carefully, and
All
then
right.
maybe come back and ask the questions, right? And then all these things that they'll make sense, right? The self-sufficiency and all those things, right? We didn't discuss those points here in the stream per se, but listen to it and you'll get a deeper perspective on these deep questions, right? And we'll talk to you later on. Okay.
All right. Thank you and good night, good morning, whatever you have.
All right. All right. Bye bye.
All right, bye bye.
All right. It turned out to be a decent stream, I think, Madan and Kelly. And I think what I'll do as a last ritual before we leave is anybody who's gonna watch this stream, please like, subscribe, share as much as you can. Please do, and this is a humble request that write something under the stream section as comments, because somehow our streams are not getting as much attention as they should get.
Yeah.
At least we think we should get
Let me just
more
let me just
attention than.
call. Yeah, let me just make a call for the 4 people who are watching. Please subscribe. It's a more of a request simply because we're not getting the traction that we think we should have been getting. Perhaps maybe
And what
we're too philosophically heavy in the sense that we go deep into the topic. Maybe it's too technical. But if you're there and you're watching it, please subscribe or at least spread the word. Find your friends who are like-minded, who are willing to listen. Anybody who is willing to listen to this, learn about talk to us and so on, spread it to them who's into philosophy, because they may find the long, boring hours to sit down and listen to us explore these thoughts. But it's we've been asking for that for a while, and we've not been getting the same sort of the type of traction that we predicted. So
right?
I hope that you guys take it seriously. Do genuinely. I want to see some of these numbers rise. If you're watching now, just subscribe. Press the subscribe button. Press the like button. Leave a comment. Right? Have a debate. Something. Okay.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
think
and
we have a
I
comment from Abdul. Yeah, we have a comment from Abdul. Are you guys still
yeah.
going? Yes,
Yeah. We are.
we are
And
marathoners, by the way.
We've not streamed in a while. You see, it's been like maybe nearly 2 weeks. So I think that's
Yeah,
why we just
it's
Friday
after, like,
night.
I think 8th of
Yeah.
October, 8th of November we streamed, probably, or 7th of November. Did I say
Okay.
October? November.
Yeah.
November. So yeah,
yeah.
anybody who's
And
watching, see, you don't want you if you want to see more of these streams, please do subscribe and comment under the stream.
But Abdul,
Kali,
yeah,
you
yeah.
want to say?
And
Abdul,
I want,
we
yeah,
are going now.
please,
Yeah.
please let us know in the comment section, why do you think, if you think that God is worthy of worship, why do you think so? And what do you think what worship is? What is worship when you think about it? So that is a question that I think I leave our audience with. And if you guys agree with us, why do you agree with us? What points did you like?
Oh, right,
So yeah,
and yeah, all right. Thank you very much, guys, Madan and Kali. Nice. This was a nice stream. I genuinely really enjoyed this stream. So, and for everybody who's listening and is gonna listen, ciao for now, and see you guys later. Talk to you guys later. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
See you later. Bye bye. Bye bye.